Hello everyone, welcome to English for Logistics. Today we will study Unit 5, Planning and Arranging Transport. Starter. Make a list of all the different factors that would influence your choice of transport methods. Shipment. Method for a shipment. Complete the diagram below. First we have weight, value, and destination. Then we also consider size. Next is dimensions. And type of goods. Next is infrastructure. And also security. Etc. Next, number 1. Listen to the telephone dialogue and answer the questions. Okay, let's listen.
Unit 5, Exercise 1. Global Freight Logistics, Simon Dawson speaking.
Hello, this is Paolo Santini from Marmi, Italia. I'm calling about the train options described on your website. Could you tell me a bit more about them?
Yes, of course. What exactly would you like to know?
We have some new customers in the UK and will need to ship marble and granite to London next month. What would be the best rail option for us?
That depends. For large volumes, I would recommend using block train transport. If you want to ship smaller quantities, the single wagon option would be more suitable.
I see. How flexible are the various options? I mean, how early would we need to place our order?
If flexibility is important, I would suggest that you book the FlexiTrain block train option. It's a bit more expensive, but with that you can place your order up to 24 hours before the actual shipping date. As an alternative, I can suggest single car transport, which is even more flexible. You can order up to 2 hours before collection.
That sounds good.
Of course, it is always cheaper if you can plan transport well ahead. In that case, we should also consider the other block train options.
Okay. Just one last question. How much time would we have for a loading?
At least 7 hours, but we could arrange longer loading times if you like.
Thank you very much for your help. I'll get back to you as soon as I have our customer-specific transport requirements.
Fine. I look forward to hearing from you again. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, number 1. What are the two different rail transport options? They are block train and single wagon. Block train and single wagon. Number 2. When do they want to ship? Next month. months. 3. Where will the shipment go? It will go to London, UK. 4. Which train option is recommended for large volume shipments? Is block train. 5. What would make transport cheaper? If they could plan well ahead. They could plan well ahead. Number 6. How much time will they have for the loading the rail wagons? At least 7 hours. Next. Number 2. Complete the sentences with the words from the box, then listen again to check. Okay. So number 1. I am the train options described on your website. So I am calling about. Number 2. Tell me a bit more about them. So, could you? Could you? 3. What's the best rail option for us? So, what would be? 4. For large volumes, I would use in block train transport. I would recommend 5. If you want to ship smaller quantities, the single wagon option would be more suitable. More suitable. 6. If flexibility is important, I would you book the flexi train block train option. So I would suggest that. Seven. I can suggest single car transport, which is even more flexible. So as an alternative. Alternative. 8. In that case, we should the other block train options. So we should also consider. Nine. Time would we have for loading? So how much time? 10. At least 7 hours, but we could arrange longer loading times if you like. Okay. Next, making enquiries. When asking for information, we always use polite language. We often start with a more general request for information before we ask more specific questions. Indirect questions such as "Could you tell me how much it would cost?" are more polite than direct questions. Example: how much would it cost? I like to ask or inquire about. I'm calling about on the telephone. I'm writing about with regard to in an email or letter. Could you tell me how much? Many long often. Next is advising the customer. Customers may need advice on transport options, rate and insurance rates, shipping and packing details, the route details regarding weight, dimensions, and measurements. For this consignment, I would suggest using air transport. I suggest that you ship the goods by road. You should also consider air transport for. That depends on your specific requirements. Next, offering alternatives. Sometimes you need to provide the customer with several alternatives before a decision can be made. Another option would be to. Of course, it would also be possible to instead. Alternatively, we could. Next, number 3. Here are some more phrases. Sort them under the correct heading. Okay, we have A. Customer enquiries. B. Advice and recommendations. C. Offering alternatives. Okay. For customer enquiries, we can use I would need some information regarding. Some information regarding. And could you let me have some information about. Could you let me have some information about next, what would be the cheapest, fastest, safest, most convenient way or option? What would be the cheapest, fastest, safest, most convenient way or option? Next, for advice and recommendations, we have, in that case, I recommend or suggest that you use or ship next, I think the best option would be to and we can provide or arrange ship etc. if you like. Okay, next, offering alternatives. If you prefer we could also arrange and as an alternative we can offer you alternative we can offer you Okay, that's all. Next, number 4. Match the beginnings of the sentences from 1 to 6 with the endings from A to F. Number 1. I would need some information. Letter C. Regarding loading times. 1C. 2. Could you let me know? Letter D. What the transit times are. 3. In that case, I suggest that you. Letter F. Use the cheaper sea freight option. 4. For a consignment this size, Letter A. I would recommend rail transport. Number 5. Of course, it would also be Letter A. Possible to ship by express service instead. Letter E. 6. We can also arrange transports. Letter B. By courier if you prefer. Okay, next. Number 5. Work with a partner. Follow the steps below and practice making inquiries and give advice. Use phrases from this unit. Okay, this is homework. Number 6. Listen to a shipping agent describing one of the containers available. Complete these missing details and label the drawing with the words from the box. Okay, let's listen.
Unit 5, Exercise 6. Okay, so this is one of our larger containers, the 40-foot open top. Its tare weight is 4,030 kilos. That is 8,880 pounds. Its gross weight is 32,500 kilos. And here are the internal measurements of the container. The open top container's length inside is 12 meters or 39 foot 5 inches. Its internal width is 2.35 meters and its height is 2.32 meters. That's 7 foot 7 inches. And the container's maximum payload is 28,470 kilos.
Okay. Type per container 40 feet open top. Number 1. Number 1 is tare weight. Number 2 is gross weight. Number 3 is payload, maximum payload. Internal measurements. Number 4. 12.02 meters. It is length. Number 5. 2.35 meter is width. And number 6. 2.32 meters is height. Okay. Next, 7. Listen again and note the non-metric measurement the agent mentions. Okay, let's listen again.
Unit 5, Exercise 6. Okay, so this is one of our larger containers, the 40-foot open top. Its tare weight is 4,030 kilos. That is 8,880 pounds. Its gross weight is 32,500 kilos. And here are the internal measurements of the container. The open top container's length inside is 12 metres, or 39 foot 5 inches. Its internal width is 2.35 metres, and its height is 2.32 metres, that's 7 foot 7 inches. And the container's maximum payload is 28,470 kilos.
Okay. So number 1, tare weight. Tare weight is 8,580 pounds. Internal length is 39 foot and 5 inches. Internal height is 7 foot 7 inches. Okay, next, number 8. Rewrite the sentences. Example: the container is 6 meters long. We will rewrite: the length of the container is 6 meters, or the container's length is 6 meters. Number 1. The package weighs 45 kg. So we rewrite the weight of the package is 45. $45 kilos. Next, number 2. This seagoing vessel is about 30 meters wide. We rewrite the width of this seagoing vessel is about 30 meters. Seagoing vessel is about 30 meter. Number 3. The case we need to ship is 1 meter long, 50 centimeter wide, and 35 centimeter high. So we rewrite. I rewrite here number 3. The measurements of the case we need to ship are 1 meter long. By 50 centimeter wide. Centimeter wide. By 35 centimeter high. Next, number 4. Its depth is nearly 3 centimeters. It is nearly 3 centimeters deep. Nearly 3 centimeters deep. Number 5. The ship's length is more than 65 meters. So we rewrite the ship is more than 65 meters long. More than 65 meters long. 6. The open container's door height is 7 foot 10 inch. So I write 7 here. The open container's door is 7 foot 10 inches. Inches high. Here is number 6, not 7. Number 6. Next, number 9. What do these abbreviations stand for? FT is foot, KG is kilogram, OZ is ounce, CM is centimeter, centimeter, LB is pound. CUYD is cubic. Yeah. 7. A square meter. Square meter. 8 inch. 9 pt is pint. 10 gal is gallon. Next, number 10. Put the words from above into the correct column in the table. Complete the table. What are the measures and weights you can think of? Okay, for length we have millimeter. We have also centimeter, also meter, and kilometer. For weight we have gram and kilogram. And ton. Surface we have square millimeter, also square centimeter and square meter, also square kilometer. Volume we have cubic millimeter, we have cubic centimeter, we also have cubic meter. Capacity we have liter. For non-metric we have yard. Also we have inch. It means 1 inch. Also foot. And mile. Mile is m. Next is weight. For non-metric we have ounce. Ounces, pound. lb we have short ton. Short ton. T for US. And long ton is UK. Next, surface we have square inch. Square inch. Also we have square foot, we also have square yard. And square mile. Next is volume. Volume we have cubic inch. Cubic inch. CU in. And cubic foot. CUFT. Cubic yard. CUYD. Finally, capacity we have fluid ounce. We also have pint. Also have quart. And gallon. Next, 11. Describe the measurements and weight of a container to your partner. Use phrases from this unit. Talking about numbers, size, weight, and dimensions. Numbers. When dealing with consignment details, it is often necessary to talk about numbers. We write a comma to show thousands, but we don't say it. 235,000. We use a point to show decimals. 1.5. We use the words and after hundreds. 185. When arranging transport, we need to give details about the size and the weight of the consignment to be shipped. Size. Our consignment is 3 by 2 by 2.5 meters. This box measures 2 by 1.5 by 2.5 meters. Each measurements are 20 by 85 by 60 centimeters. Weight. The empty container weighs 5,000 kilos. The net gross weight of the container is kilos or tons. The container's maximum payload is dimensions. The box is 40 cm high, long, wide, deep. The height, length, width, depth is 40 cm. Remember, this container is almost 6 meters or feet long, not 6 meters or foot, but it's a 20-foot container, not feet. Oh, quite complicated. 12. Listen to the dialogue between a forwarder and a customer asking for a shipping quotation. Then say whether the statements are true or false according to the dialogue. Okay, let's listen.
Unit 5, Exercise 12. IFT International Forwarders, Martin Smith. How can I help you?
Hello, this is Carla Hansen from Cool Air, Sweden. I need a quotation for air freight to the United Arab Emirates. I've been trying to complete the online quotation form, but it keeps crashing.
Oh, sorry about that. We have had some problems with it recently. I'll see if I can retrieve it. You said your name was Hanson, didn't you?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, here it is. Well, it saved some of your details. We can go through the rest of the consignment details over the phone, and I'll fill in the quotation for you.
Thanks. Go ahead.
Okay, let's start with the freight details. Could you briefly describe the goods you want to ship?
They're cooling units and they're going to Dubai.
Okay, so that's non-hazardous material. How many units do you want to ship?
15 boxes with a gross weight of 150 kilograms each.
Right, and the size of each box?
Each box is 170 centimeters high, 145 centimeters wide, and 82 centimeters deep. I think the volume would be about 30 cubic meters.
Okay, let me just check that for you. Hold the line. Hello?
Hi.
Okay, so the volume would be 30.31 cubic meters for the whole consignment. Where do you want to ship the goods from?
Stockholm, Sweden.
And when would you like the units to be collected at your premises?
On August 3rd.
Okay, got that. When should delivery be made?
It's very important that our customer receives the units on August 6th. Would that be a problem?
I don't think so, but I'll check. Do you have any other special requirements?
No, just that delivery date.
Okay, I'll get back to you with a quotation within the next 2 hours. Could you give me your telephone and fax numbers, please?
Yes, of course. My number is 0046 890 265 030, and the fax number is 0046 890 265 039. And my name is Carla Hansen.
Thanks very much, Ms. Hansen. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Number 1. Carla Hansen needs a quotation for air freight to the United Arab Emirates. Is true. Number 2. They want to ship cooling unit to Abu Dhabi. No. They want to ship the cooling units to Dubai. So it's false. 3. The consignment consists of 18 boxes. No, only 15 boxes. So it's false. So I should write out here Dubai. Dubai. 18, no 15. 4. They want to ship from Sweden. Correct. 5. The unit should be picked up on August 6th. No, on August 3rd. So it's false. 6. Martin will come back within the next 2 hours. It's true. Okay. Next. 13. Listen again and complete the missing details in the online quotation form. Okay, let's listen again.
Unit 5. Exercise 12. IFT International Forwarders, Martin Smith. How can I help you?
Hello, this is Carla Hansen from Cool Air, Sweden. I need a quotation for air freight to the United Arab Emirates. I've been trying to complete the online quotation form, but it keeps crashing.
Oh, sorry about that. We have had some problems with it recently. I'll see if I can retrieve it. You said your name was Hanson, didn't you?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, here it is. Well, it saved some of your details. We can go through the rest of the consignment details over the phone, and I'll fill in the quotation for you.
Thanks. Go ahead.
Okay, let's start with the freight details. Could you briefly describe the goods you want to ship?
They're cooling units and they're going to Dubai.
Okay, so that's non-hazardous material. How many units do you want to ship?
15 boxes with a gross weight of 150 kilograms each.
Right, and the size of each box?
Each box is 170 centimeters high, 145 centimeters wide, and 82 centimeters deep. I think the volume would be about 30 cubic meters.
Okay, let me just check that for you. Hold the line. Hello?
Hi.
Okay, so the volume would be 30.31 cubic meters for the whole consignment. Where do you want to ship the goods from?
Stockholm, Sweden.
And when would you like the units to be collected at your premises?
On August 3rd.
Okay, got that. When should delivery be made?
It's very important that our customer receives the units on August 6th. Would that be a problem?
I don't think so, but I'll check. Do you have any other special requirements?
No, just that delivery date.
Okay, I'll get back to you with a quotation within the next 2 hours. Could you give me your telephone and fax numbers, please?
Yes, of course. My number is 0046 890 265 030, and the fax number is 0046 890 265 039, and my name is Carla Hansen.
Thanks very much, Ms. Hansen. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so first company name is Kun Air. Next point of origin is from Stockholm, Sweden. Stockholm, Sweden. Destination is Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Arab Emirates. Method transport air. Number of units or items is 15. Pickup date is August 3rd. August 3rd. Delivery date is August 6th. Next, total weight. Total weight, we have 150 kilos. Time 15 units equal 2,250 kilos. Type and nature of goods is cooling units. Hazardous, no. Hazardous means dangerous. Dangerous. Other must arrive. Other must arrive by August 6th. Okay. Next, 14. Work with a partner. Write an email asking for a quotation. Include the information from the order form above. Requesting a quotation. I need a quotation for a shipment to. Please quote for the supply transport of. Please send us a quotation for. Please quote your lowest prices for. Your quotation should include detailed information on freight and insurance rates, delivery terms, delivery date, and terms of payment. Next, 15. Put the works in the right order. Number 1. A shipment sent us a quotation placed for 2 mattress. So we rewrite, please send us a quotation for a shipment to mattress. Number 2. State delivery date, please, in your quotation your earliest. We rewrite, please state your earliest delivery date in your quotation. 3. Let us, could the following please have a quotation including details you. We reorder, could you please let us have a quotation including the following details. Number 4. A packed truck load shipping rates what your for to Birmingham are. We rewrite, what are your shipping rates for a packed truck load to Birmingham. Number 5. On sailing times, your quotation detailed information should an insurance rate also include. We rewrite, your quotation should also include detailed information on sailing times and insurance rates. Number 6. The following consignment, please for of coach the transport. We reorder, please quote for the transport of the following consignments. Okay, finally the article. In this week's issue of our Global Trade magazine, we offer some expert advice on how to successfully ship goods abroad from Hank Wilcox. As the exporter manager for Johnston Cosmetics, Hank oversees the distribution of cosmetic products to more than 40 countries worldwide. Overseas trade and logistics issues play a major role in the company's business. How do you successfully manage shipping logistics at Johnston Cosmetics? I think it's most important to work with good freight forwarders. So before we actually choose a freight forwarder, we check whether their service level comes up to our standards. What exactly does that mean? Well, it means that we only want to work with forwarders who meet certain requirements. One thing that's really important is reliability. We need to be 100% sure that our consignments are delivered to the customers at the right time. We also expect a high level of communication and cooperation between the forwarder and ourselves. And our forwarders must be able to provide flexible transport solutions at short notice. And what about transport costs? The price is also important, obviously, but as I said, there are other things to consider, such as quality of service, handling of paperwork, and advice. We usually ask for 4 quotations for each shipment. What about on the documentation required in overseas trade? We have a team of experienced logistics people who discuss the best possible freight options with the customer and handle on the paperwork. Documentation is really very important, especially if things go wrong. So we always make sure we have copies and duplicates of every document in case something is lost. Consignments can easily be damaged in transit. Are your customers aware of that? Yes, we always advise our customers on the risks and offer them the most suitable insurance for their consignments. Unfortunately, handling damage is quite common, so it's always a good idea to insure a consignment. And insure is less expensive than most people would expect. It usually costs between 1 and 2% of the consignment's value. Okay, now over to you. Number 1. Do you have any experience in dealing with freight forwarders? 2. Does the text mention everything a good forwarder should be able to do? Can you add other aspects? 3. If you had to choose a forwarder, what criteria would be most important for you? 4. In what case would you recommend the freight insurance? Okay, our lesson today is finished. See you next lesson. For the book, just visit my blog at studyenglish@home123.blogspot.com. Then you can click on the tab Professions and you can find the book English for Logistics by yourself. Or you can use the function search this blog to find that book. Thank you for watching.